I'm Sophia, 32, a single mother, and a hardworking marketing executive doing everything I can to support my 8-year-old daughter, Lily, who means the world to me. But recently, everything we knew was thrown into chaos. The words from the doctor still echo in my mind. Miss Thompson, your daughter has a rare heart condition. She needs surgery right away. Since then, sleep has evaded me as I juggle my job, caring for Lily, and now, preparing for her critical surgery. Just when I thought things couldn't get harder, my sister Olivia called a family meeting. We all gathered at our parents' house: Mom, Dad, Olivia, my younger brother Jake, and me. Olivia was practically bouncing with excitement, showing off her engagement ring. I have incredible news, she gushed. We're having a destination wedding in Bali. As everyone gasped in excitement, my stomach nodded. I knew what was coming next. It's happening next month, and I need everyone there, no exceptions. I took a deep breath. Liv, I'm thrilled for you, but Lily's surgery is next month. I can't leave her. The room fell silent, and then the criticism began. Sophia, this is your sister's big day, Mom reprimanded. Dad added, can't you reschedule Lily's surgery? Yeah, Soph, don't be so selfish, Jake chimed in, barely glancing at me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Selfish? This was about my daughter's life. Olivia pouted. You always do this, Sophia, always trying to steal my spotlight. I remembered all the times Olivia had overshadowed me, her recital taking precedence over my soccer games, her graduation celebrated more than mine, her accomplishments always getting more attention. I fought back tears. That's not fair, Liv, you know that's not true. Well, if you really cared about this family, you'd find a way to be there, Olivia snapped. I looked around, hoping for some support, but all I saw were disappointed faces. No one would look me in the eye. I stood up, my voice trembling. I'm sorry, but I can't abandon Lily when she needs me the most. The weight of their judgment pressed down on me as I walked out. How could they ask me to choose between my family and my child's life? The injustice of it all left me reeling. That night, as I tucked Lily into bed, she reached for my hand. Mommy, are you okay? You look sad. I forced a smile. I'm fine, sweetheart. Just thinking about some grown-up things. Her eyes widened. Is it about my heart? Don't worry about that, honey, I said, kissing her forehead. Mommy's going to take care of everything. As I turned off the light and closed the door, I leaned against the wall, torn between my love for my daughter and the crushing pressure from my family. The following weeks blurred into endless work hours, spreadsheets, and every extra shift I could manage. Every penny was crucial. One evening, after Lily had fallen asleep, I called my parents, hoping they'd come around and understand. Hey, Mom, I need to talk about Lily's surgery. Sophia, now's not a good time, Mom answered, her voice cold. We're busy with wedding plans. I swallowed my frustration. I get it, but this is really important. Remember the joint account we set up for emergencies? I was hoping we could use it for Lily's medical bills. There was a long pause. About that, my heart sank as I opened the banking app. The account was empty. What happened to the money? I asked, my voice shaking. Dad took the phone. Don't overreact, Sophia. We had some unexpected costs for Olivia's wedding. You used our emergency fund for a wedding? I could hardly believe it. It's not just any wedding, Mom interjected. It's your sister's special day. Selfish again, huh, Sophia? Selfish? My daughter was facing life-threatening surgery. I hung up, the sting of their betrayal cutting deep. A few days later, I ran into Jake at the grocery store. Hey, Soph, how's everything going? For a moment, I saw the brother I once knew. It's tough, Jake. I could really use some help. He shifted uncomfortably. Look, I get it, but maybe you should just suck it up and come to the wedding. It would make things easier for everyone. Easier for everyone but Lily and me. You mean? I replied bitterly. Jake's face hardened. Don't put this on me, Sophia. You're the one making this difficult. He walked off, and I felt my last hope crumble. The day before they were set to leave for Bali, I dropped by my parents' house to return some misplaced mail. As I approached the door, I overheard Olivia. I just don't get why she's being so difficult. It's like she's trying to ruin my wedding on purpose. Now, Mom said soothingly. We know how Sophia can be, always needing to be the center of attention. Exactly, Olivia added in frustration. I bet Lily isn't even that sick. Sophie's probably exaggerating to get sympathy. Frozen in place, I could hardly believe what I was hearing. The people who were supposed to support me were mocking my daughter's illness like it was some petty issue. The next morning, I watched them load up their cars, laughing and excited for their trip. Not one of them looked back at our house. Not one of them came to say goodbye. I sank to the floor, sobbing. How could they do this? How could they turn their backs on us when we needed them most? Mommy, Lily's small voice called from behind me. Why are you crying? I wiped away my tears and forced a smile. It's nothing, sweetie. Mommy's just a little tired. I hugged her tightly, silently vowing that we'd get through this. Just the two of us, no matter what. No one would hurt my daughter the way they had hurt us. One sleepless night, an idea struck me. I had seen stories of people raising money online for medical bills. Maybe that was the answer. The next day, I set up a crowdfunding page. My hands trembled as I shared our story, exposing the raw truth of our situation. I clicked post and held my breath, unsure of what would happen next. At first, nothing. Then, ding, a donation. Then another, and another. My phone buzzed. It was Sarah, a coworker. Sophia, I saw your post. I had no idea you were going through this. We're all contributing at the office, she wrote. I was overwhelmed. Strangers were reaching out, offering support and donations. The next day at work, my boss, Rachel, called me into her office. My heart sank. Was this about the extra hours I'd been putting in? Sophia, why didn't you tell me how bad things were? Rachel asked, her voice filled with concern. I didn't want to mix personal issues with work, I said quietly. We're family here, she replied, handing me an envelope. This is an advance on your salary, and from now on, take whatever hours you need. Focus on Lily. Tears welled up in my eyes. Thank you, Rachel. I don't know what to say. As I left her office, I overheard two colleagues talking. Can you believe what Sophia's family did? Chose a wedding over her daughter's surgery? Unbelievable. Part of me felt vindicated, but mostly, I just felt sad. Word of our struggles had spread, and soon, the local news contacted me to share our story. Before long, I found myself on camera, telling our truth to the whole city. And your family? The reporter asked, disbelief in her eyes. They're not helping, I choked out. They made their choice. That evening, the story aired, and my phone flooded with messages of support. Donations came pouring in. At Lily's next checkup, we met Elena, a child life specialist who immediately put Lily at ease with her warm demeanor. Sophia, Elena said one day as we watched Lily play, you're handling this with such strength. Most people would crack under the pressure. I laughed dryly. Strength? I feel like I'm barely holding it together. Elena squeezed my hand. That's the thing about real strength. It's not about never breaking. It's about finding a way to pick yourself back up every time you do. I threw myself into preparing for Lily's surgery, juggling work, hospital visits, and fundraising. It was a blur of exhaustion and adrenaline. Finally, the big day arrived. As they wheeled Lily into the operating room, I squeezed her hand, my heart racing. I love you, Mommy, she whispered. I love you too, baby, so much. The waiting was unbearable. Every second felt like an eternity. But finally, the surgeon appeared with a smile. The surgery was a success. Lily is going to be fine. A wave of relief washed over me. I sobbed, laughed, and thanked everything that had kept us going. Later, as I sat by Lily's bedside, watching her sleep soundly, my phone buzzed. It was Jake. Hey, Soph, how did the surgery go? We just got back from Bali and heard about everything. I'm really sorry. I turned off my phone without responding. They had made their choice, and now, I was making mine. Looking at my brave little girl, I felt a mix of emotions, relief, exhaustion, anger toward my family. But mostly, I felt hope. We had made it through, just the two of us. The following weeks were filled with doctor's appointments, milestones in Lily's recovery, and a growing sense of strength between us. Each day, I saw Lily grow stronger. We spent hours playing, reading, and simply talking. It felt like we were rediscovering each other. One afternoon, while Lily napped, I checked my emails. One from Rachel caught my eye. Sophia, your performance over the past few months has been exceptional. We'd like to promote you to Senior Marketing Manager. You've earned it. I could hardly believe it. After everything, things were finally starting to turn around. But then, my phone buzzed with a breaking news alert. Local family chooses wedding over child's life-saving surgery. My stomach sank as I read. Someone had leaked our story to the press, and it had gone viral. Olivia's wedding photos were all over social media, but not in the way she had hoped. The comments were ruthless. How could they abandon their granddaughter like that? What kind of mother chooses a vacation over her child's life? I felt a twisted sense of satisfaction, but guilt followed quickly. I didn't want this. A few days later, Elena called. Sophia, have you seen the news? Your father's company is under investigation for misappropriating funds. I hadn't seen it, but a quick search confirmed it. Dad had apparently used company money to fund their Bali trip. Then came a text from Jake. Soph, can we talk? I'm really sorry for everything. I stared at the message for a long time before replying. I'm glad you're sorry, Jake, but I need space. Please respect that. As for Mom, the stress took its toll. She ended up in the hospital for exhaustion and high blood pressure. But Lily and I were moving forward. Lily, how would you feel about moving to a new house? I asked one evening. Her face lit up. Can I have a purple room? I laughed. Absolutely. On moving day, as we stood in front of our new home, my phone buzzed again. It was Rachel. Sophia, you won't believe it. We just landed that huge account we've been chasing. I smiled. That's fantastic. We should celebrate. Definitely. Bring Lily. Elena's coming too. As I hung up, a wave of gratitude washed over me. We had been through so much, but we were stronger for it. We had a new home, new friends, and a fresh start ahead of us. Now, I have a question for you. If you were in Sophia's shoes, would you ever forgive your family for choosing a wedding over your child's life-saving surgery? Or do you think some betrayals are simply unforgivable, no matter who commits them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Stay amazed.